Moogles, not cats. And where's this moron? Oh my god, Siri. They are Moogles, not cats. You were talking to me about a game system, and I was like, well, the Super Nintendo Classic it was like 80 bucks, and it has like 20 it has about 20 games on it, like old classics from Nintendo. But I looked for it on Amazon today, and it was like close to $200. So I'm like, that might not be the best thing. You're better off just getting a Wii or a Switch. I wish I had a Switch. What? Oh. I think it's a creepy thing. Map. Okay, so I have to look for this guy. So we're playing hide and seek again. This hide and seek takes me 30 minutes. I don't want to play hide and seek. I can look it up online, but what's the fun of that? Yeah, but that's my catchphrase. So they're not cats or Moogles. There he is. I found him. I want to punch him off this thing. Put him off this ledge. Oh, wow, what is your problem? They run really funny. They waddle. I think I might cut my hair. It's getting too long. That wasn't me yawning. I still have to finish this beer. I went to the grocery store today at HEB because I do not want to go to Walmart because they are against video games now, but they still have guns, and I don't want to. And I went and I got a bunch of fruit. I got a watermelon. I got peaches. I don't even know how I'm supposed to eat peaches. I usually get them in a can, but I'm gonna try to do that. I don't know. Maybe I can make. And I got some salads in there. So, and then I was gonna get. They had like all the seafood, but the seafood was like super expensive. And I also bought some. I almost bought some crab cakes, but then they had like cheaper ones for $5, and I had 5 instead of 2. So I was like, whatever. I'll sacrifice taste. So I'm trying just to eat a little bit better. But I got orange juice and milk, and I put ice cream. Okay, good. So that one is done. Oh, I'm Shine, and so I watched this show called Big Brother. Wait, what? Hold on. Let's see which one I need to do. An unexpected ambition. I don't know what those are. Those aren't on my list. Unexpected ambitions and where we are needed. Okay, so there's. I'm gonna grab this one first. I am a pillar of strength. You should see me. Never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. I have a witness. Okay, the Arcanist Guild. What? I forgot what town that's in. I think it's Limalosa. Limalosa. I'm trying. I'm not like on my struggle to lose weight yet, but I'm trying. I wish I had money so I could buy that kilt too, but man, so much money. See, you can't do that if you can't drum your belly if you don't have a belly. And you can't be smelly if you don't have a belly or something. Oh, dance. You dance. You dance, boy. You dance. I want to dance. Let's see. Whoa. Special. Dance. Look how lame you see how lame I danced? I danced to that guy. I probably made his day night. Dayman. Fighter of the night, men. Champion of the sun. Master of karate. And friendship. I might sing that in at Ren Fair when I'm drunk, but it's okay. So it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I wish it was on Netflix still, but I would watch that whenever I like felt bad or had issues or couldn't sleep, and it always felt better. It's a dark comedy, but like it's still really good. Oh, here we go. People say I'm like, what's this face? People say I'm Dennis. And if you watch the later episodes, you're like, yeah, I can see that. When they go to the frat party and they're all like colored up and stuff, it's like, that's really like, I think that's really like how Zane and I would be, and it's not like we're bad. We're just funny, and we're good dudes. We're good dudes. We were like, what? Charlie, we have this saying about like when people like, especially when my friend John gets so drunk, John Gunnels, when he gets super drunk, he starts talking like Charlie when Charlie is drunk, and it's not really like words. It's just like sentences, like words like all morphed into like one sentence. Not even sentences. It's just like it just doesn't make it. Nothing makes sense. But I understand it because I understand Charlie talk. And when your words start to slur so much that you think you're talking in sentences, but you're not. You're just kind of stringing them all together. That's a good level of drunk, and that happens sometimes. But yeah, and when Charlie thinks he's super smart and they give him drugs and he thinks he's even smarter, so he becomes pretentious and a jerk. That's funny. And I think the last episode I saw, or the last season I saw was when Mac sits there, and at the end of the episode, he just tells everyone, "Yeah, I'm gay," and it's just like not like a matter of fact. He just says that he's gay. It's like, yeah, because he liked the girl who used to be a man, and he always talks about working out and stuff, and it's just funny. It's just funny that they did that with that character, and it's to the extreme, but they've always kind of had those undertones. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good character. Mac is amazing. one time that guy, because he's a creator, he gained all this weight just for a gag. He gained like 300 pounds just to have them make fun of him all season. I'm like, dude, that guy that's commitment to cosplay, to costume. It's another reason I'm probably gonna have to not shave my beard off completely, but trim a little bit. I gotta have to trim it and get a haircut, because I need to work on my Tucker from Tucker and Dale versus Evil, or Dale and Tucker versus, I think it's Tucker and Dale. Shit. So this is what I'm doing. Zilfer Gate map. So we'll go this way. Hopefully I'm funny. I don't know if I am. I don't care. Sounds good to me. One of my favorite, the frat party where they get painted up and stuff, is funny. And then when they because that's a Flip Cup episode, and they don't want Dee to be a part of it because she's terrible at it, and so I think they bet all this money that she's gonna screw up, and they expected her to. In the end of the episode, they're like, yeah, you know, we knew you were gonna lose because you always do, because you're terrible at Flip Cup. You have no faith of her. And what else was there? And the other one is when they're all like deathly sick, and they can't figure it out. They're like sitting there and like, you know, they seem like they have like some epidemic, and they're all dying, and they all have fever, and they're just miserable. And then it's like they start drinking out of like what is it, like detergent bottles or something they found on their sink, and they suddenly feel better. It's like, what was in that? It's like it's just a bunch of booze. It's like, you mean we were sick because we stopped drinking? I'm like, oh. That's not alcoholism. That's just good comedy. Like, yeah, we got addicted. We got addicted to drinking. We just have to drink to feel better. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so straight. We just have to go straight. I believe we go straight. There should be a gate. We gotta go straight because there's a gate. It's I don't know. It's like I think it's called, like, they're quarantined because Danny DeVito won't let them out, so they're all stuck in there until they get better. He puts them under quarantine, and then they find all the stuff that Charlie filled up with booze. It just like, it's like toxic chemicals and stuff, but it's like, yeah, it just had booze in it. So I would sit here and hide it. Yeah, so it's funny. Whoa, wait, okay, here we go. Okay, we're almost done. Because I could do more than one at a time. That's pretty good. I want to punch, like, just kick him off the cliff. Seriously, you remind me of that girl from God Eater. That's Carbuncle, that little like glowy thingy. Carbuncle? Carbuncle. Oops, I forgot the N. Whatever, I'm calling it Carbuncle. Name is Carbuncle now. I watched all of them. The entire season, like all the episodes until like what 10 seasons, all the way through, and it didn't get really good because they were trying to find like their voice or like their sounding like, and they had Danny DeVito come on. Once Danny DeVito came on, that show just changed. It went full extreme. So I can go this way, but yeah, Danny DeVito adds a lot to that show, and they say like he's just like that in real life, which is good. Right? The Lost Lamb. You're not an ornery sheep. You're not an ornery sheep, but you're close enough. Die. Right. But yeah, that's the thing, is like the show finds its identity. That's what I meant. They had to find their identity, and well, science fiction films kind of had to do that. And with, you talked to me about Titus, and I have all 3 seasons of Titus, where I had to reorder season 3 again. I should take that to work and watch it, but that show is just hilarious. And the sad thing is, like, the girl that was based off of, him and her broke up. They got divorced, and he has another girlfriend now. And he struggles with comedy sometimes, but I think the cast was what really did it for that show, is because like the guy Christopher Titus, he came out okay, but when you have Stacy Keach, who's just, every time he's on screen, he just could crack you up with one line. But then you had like Dave was probably like one of my I don't know, they all were good on that show. The girl who played Erin was really good too. They're all talented. It sucks that they didn't do anything. The guy who played Dave was in Transformers, the first one. He died in like the first minute. Because I couldn't find it, I lost it. And I wanted to watch the third season. Is like, I think when I watched it, the first episode I saw was the third season, but then I went back and they had it like repeat so much that we saw a lot of shows before that. And it's dark. It's darker than most shows, but it's also like just just hilarious. And yeah, I'm struggling because I'm not sleepy. I took a nap earlier, but Christopher Titus, I watched some of his stand-up, and his first stand-up routine. That's what like the show was based off of. But sometimes he goes into different tangents where I'm like, you need to just focus on being funny. But they were concerned. I know a lot about the show because I think I listened to like the commentary too. They were worried about the guy who played Dave finding like being funny or succeeding, but he was sitting there and I think what it was is his technique is different, because he was looking for where the punchline was, and he always hit the punchline. And when they had the live show, he just nailed it. Like, and you watch his scenes, and he just kills it. They all stole scenes, but Christopher Titus is just like spastic and goofy and pretty much the straight man. But then you have Dave being a freaking idiot, but like an adorable idiot who loves weed. That's his thing. And then you have Tommy, who's not really gay, but he comes off as gay, and he's like all like, prissy and fruity and just all about like cleanliness and all this other stuff. It's just like, it's a great cast, and I think Erin added a lot to it too, because I think the scene that I remember with her the most is she comes out there, and like season 2, she gets her hair cut really short, and and Christopher hasn't seen her, and he looks up because he's all depressed, and because he's I don't know, he's down for some reason. He's like, oh, what did you do to your hair? I like it. Yeah, I mean, the person I think that if I could watch anyone, I would love to see George Carlin, but he's not alive anymore. I would just love to see what he would say about like things today. But ironically, he's already said it. If you go back and look at his routines from like 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, it's the exact same thing. It's about Ronald Reagan. It's about the exact same thing, and it's creepy as hell. But the best routine I've ever seen was him doing like he calls it his idea to balance the budget. But he also did fun stuff. He also did like Bill and Ted, and he also did which they're gonna pay tribute to him apparently in the new movie. And then they had and then he did a lot of stuff with Silent Bob and Jay. So I mean, sorry about my weird noises. I might have, I think I liked this song too much, because I would start humming it. And then the one in, old, I would, because when those trumpets hit, you're just like, wow, that's like when the bass drops. In dubstep. I know I'm an idiot, but hey, I like Final Fantasy. You can't hate me. And Costa del Sol. No, I don't want to go to the Costa del Sol. This is the worst place. I also like I would like to see what was it called? Wallin' Out, but I think that they'd volunteer me. I don't want to be volunteered. Hopefully they'd be nice and not be like, oh, he looks like the guy from Game of Thrones with the red beard. I'd be like, that's nice. It's a good thing you can't see my face, because I really hate this place. This town in particular. Because it took me forever to find it the first time. It's a long walk. Where did you run off to? He just ran off. He's south. I'm not singing the song. No, not. What? The other thing is, if you decided to just go and get a PlayStation 4, I could give you some games that you could play, and I would tell you to play the remastered version of Final Fantasy X and the sequel. It's kind of like this. It's very it's sort of, it has some of the same elements, but it can be pretty tragic at points. But then you kind of learn that not all Final Fantasies are happy. It's a Mogwai. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna set you on fire. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna smack you again. Yeah, but that sucks. I hate it. when I hear that people break up, especially, you know, when they're married. We'll see. I mean, I have an Xbox 360, but I don't even know what games I have on there now. I have mostly like Scott Pilgrim and Castle Crashers. Let's keep what a secret. It just sucks because I think a lot of that's going around, and like especially with my boss, I feel bad, but I've told him, you know, I make jokes, and one joke is like, it's a joke I heard on Titus. It's like, do you know why divorces cost so much? Because they're worth it. I didn't think of other things from that show, and it's like when they have the scene where it's like a loving dad, and it's like when the start of a relationship, and he's like, they're all happy, and then like loathing dad, and then it's like, what's the third one? Something else. There's a third one where like they're all like all angry at him. There's when he's with them, when they're in the middle, and then like at the end, like it's just extreme. And he's sitting outside a mailbox, and the way that Titus explains is like, you know, sometimes Dad was just Dad. she shoots at him, and she hits the mailbox and like completely misses it, and he goes like, you know, she might have been a better shot if you didn't have that lazy eye. And I'm like, damn. That's just funny. You can't make that shit up. Alright, so I think that's done. Do I have I have to talk to Boulder. So where's this? Okay, they're back there too, so I can go back. Oh, it's like, it's living with Dad. That's the middle one. Living with Dad. Teleport. No. I want to spend money. I gave Greg $50,000 in this game. It's loving Dad, living with Dad, and loathing Dad. And like living with Dad, he's just like, you're worse than the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna binge watch that show now, or at least put it on the background so I can listen to it. It's good, you know why that got canceled, because what they wanted to do is break up. They wanted to break up Titus and Aaron, but the whole show was based off of Aaron and Titus like getting through it and staying together, and that's when Titus kind of had some issues. It was a stupid producer. Or stupid executive, and that's what they wanted to do, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't break them up, and or make it all like in Titus's head. So yeah, I give him $50,000. I give 50,000 gil, like money in the game. I give it to him because so he could get better gear and I think it helped because he beat that quest that he was stuck on. Look at my money. My money is at the bottom of the screen, bottom right. I have like $100,000 already now. Okay, I have to go to that other. Hopefully this one is done. $50,000. jump. Wow. Thanks. Alright, now let's go talk to this dude. No. I gotta check on, That's what you do is like, if I have, because Greg is a mage and I'm a dragoon, because, I mean, you know, I'm the best. Camp Tranquil, okay. Dragoon is really just my playstyle. And I was in a group, and like during a boss fight, they're like, a dragoon, all condescending like, and I was like, well, there's a toxic player. I haven't reported that dude yet, but I got his name on my stream, so I can be like, hey, you can look at this one. It's what it's called. If you need evidence, but he needs to be told how to not be a jerk. Where we are needed. South or north. Where we are needed. I think we already did that. We'll see. I just need some people to join my crew. $50,000. I finished my beer. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I wonder how far I can get. And they don't attack me because I'm just so high level. You see that thing's butt? It's my face. It's better than those anime games, huh? I think you might be a little behind. I don't know. Maybe not. What am I supposed to do? I think, you see these quests are a little bit, it looks like the pacing's a little better. There's some talking, but it seems like it seems like I'm not staying around as much, and they do seem to have a better flow. So maybe that's going to get better in the other stuff I do. Oh yeah! Did I tell you my other idea for Halloween though? If I wasn't doing Renpool or Steampunk Deadpool or for Halloween Tucker and Dale, it would be Kool-Aid Man, and I would need someone else to be a wall, like maybe 2 people, and every time they just sit there and be a wall, I would be like, I'd crash through it and be like, oh yeah! That would be my goal. But I would want them to go around saying like the wall, and then they get all certain kind of crowd over there, because you know the kind of crowd that would attract. Come through and run through and be like, oh yeah! People would get it. It's easy. It is easy to do. It's because I'm a dumbass. Like, no, not everyone would get it, because, come on, you know, not everyone's smart. It's just... the people that do get it would be like, you would see it on their face. And, like, you've seen Dr. Horrible. So basically, my friend, he saw me dressed as Dr. Horrible, and he always dresses as Doctor Who. And, he wasn't, like, he didn't feel like I don't know, he just felt kind of weird about, like, dressing up like a Doctor Who. He's like, no one will get it. And so he sees me walking around, strolling around as Dr. Horrible. And I don't give a crap. I do it all day. I don't complain. I always get, like, I might get some negative comments and stuff, but, like, so he's like, the next day, he's like, he's the fourth Doctor. He sits there, and there's a point in the day where we're sitting down there, and we're sitting at a table, and it's like, no, sit across from me. It's like, just sit across from me. Why? Because it's funny. And well, Dr. Horrible's obscure. A lot of people don't get it, but all the girls know who he is. Most of them. So it's funny because I'm sitting there, and, like, there's a dude that's completely geeking out about, like, Dr. Horrible. It's like, hey, just look across this table, and then he has, like, another nerdgasm, and it's like, what the hell? This is too much. But that's why it's fun to dress up. That's the whole point. Is you sit there and you get a reaction, and you know, if the worst case scenario is, like, they appreciate you and they want a photo. So it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. I didn't know if that was a. I don't want to attack him. Some kid. Well, that's not true, because there was a guy one time, and he had his 3-year-old daughter, and he's like, will you take a picture? Can I have a picture with my daughter? Because, like, Dr. Horrible is her favorite show, because it's a musical, right? She's like, because it's her favorite character. She really likes him, and it's like, yeah. And the guy gave me $1, and I'm like, I was not gonna, like, not accept it. He was adamant about giving me $1 or $2. I was like, okay, whatever. So I got paid to take a photo with this kid. But it's just one of those things. It's like, if I go as Deadpool or Renpool, I get all the families, like, all the families. And usually I hear comments like, it's Daddy's favorite show. So I know who he is, and he's also a cartoon. It's like, well, it's like, how old are you? How do you know who Deadpool is? But the other thing that you do, it's good. It's good to make people happy. I just think I need to evolve the costume a little bit, because I want to do, like, the corporate sponsored Disney, like, all the Disney stuff, and then have my mask on and just, like, be a complete sellout, as he would do in that fashion. But I'd rather just have a tutu, because I think that'd be funny. Oh no, is this another? I just hope I can talk to you. Now what? I have to say in guard while the scholar takes measurements. Alright. Oh, so I have to go over here. I should be done with these pretty soon. My chicken. My chicken's gonna be gone in 2 minutes. So let's give you some of these. You're dead, dude. Well, I don't know. When I was Dr. Horrible, it was funny because you get people who don't know it, but then these big goddess dudes. One dude at Scarborough was like, dude, that's awesome, and he bought me beer. And then another one like shared the mead with me. They're both in kilts. They're big burly men in kilts who know who Dr. Horrible is. And they're really cool guys. And if you're the Harley Quinn, you're gonna get stopped, and you're gonna meet a lot of people, and you're gonna have a good time. And they might ask you for photos and stuff, but you know. It's nothing too much. I mean, you might have to deal with stupid people, but I have to deal with stupid people. All the time. And at some point you'll be like, hey, your mask has been on for 5 minutes. You need to take off your mask for a little bit. So I just put it on my head. I put it on my head to make sure that you can still see the face. And I pull it down when I need to go into battle. Alright, so are we done? The least among us. Tranquil. Oh, he's right here. Man, my hair. I gotta do something about my hair. I thought I was gonna have to go to that freaking dungeon. The kids would be alright. Oh. I'm gonna text you something. Do. So they're to the right, I think. Back. Okay, so we gotta go. We gotta go. So south and down. We're gonna go down, down, down. Wow, wow, wow. My hair. That was a wall. Okay, that's a hold. Oh, excuse me. You picked the wrong fight, bug boy. I gotta pee. There we go. Jump. Everyone to get it. Did he leave? Oh, he's hanging around over here. Something else. I'm scared. It's a short dead dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is he dead? Hey, those are the guys I beat the crap out of. I gotta pee, like, hurry up. I'm holding it. Should I pee in a bottle or pee in a cup? Okay. And so do I. Travel, return. I'll be right back. Yes. Let's see what else we have left. Alright, hide. A time to every purpose. Alright, I'm probably gonna end it after she's done talking. And then I have four quests left. So I'll be able to at Heaven's Sword like tomorrow. So this is the there's 3 more after this. So that means like what? How many hours did I play? I had to wait for like 2 hours to get in, like an hour and a half to get into that one quest or that one boss battle that took me like a whole like 15 minutes. I mean, almost there. Stay on target. Boom! Not head! Move my butt like left to the right. Wilfred. Wilfred. Oops. He made sure his other eye. Quest accepted. I make my own words on the wall. That won't give me attitude. Alright, I think we're gonna walk up the celebration. If I'm about to be done, oops, come but not gone. Three. Quest accepted. 3 more. Momdi. Where do I go? I want to go over there. So where do you go to the quicksand faster? So this way, or not. We're just gonna go the long way. It's probably a faster way, but we're going the long way. Soul celebration. Where's my ticket? This part of the easy stuff. The easy stuff. The easy stuff. There's no boss fights left. I'm going over here. I remember you guys. We killed you a long time ago. Oh, let's continue waiting for that dude. Oh, she's dead. It's a trap.
Oh, Sultan Tree.
Hollow spirit my life.
Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared.
Yeah.
Forgive me, but I know...
Okay. What? This is like the last quest, or third to last quest? Alright, I'm gonna end the stream after I talk to this lady. Maybe. Oh my gosh, no more. Royal Promenade. I don't care about the Royal Promenade. Waddle.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble. If your Grace is ready, I shall
I am.
Am I going to be in charge of that city? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Something's wrong with her. Everything is too peaceful.
Everyone looks to be
with good cause.
a common victory may serve to unite even the most. You've brought us one step.
Your Majesty knows, were it not for your efforts, when he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap. I tell you, we are on the territorial disputes are all, but I have faith that we will find... And failing that, I'll have my trusty...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention.
No one let go. Pew, 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 pew. This door helps my face. It really hurt my face. Alright. Royal Promenade. Okay. That means it's gonna be a while.
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
Tis well that the steps of...
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say...
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words, after the fact.
That means we have to wait for the scenes to cut out.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's... Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her...
Finally. You don't know how to clap?
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return...
Onion.
You wished a word?
You may go.
Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government...
Alright, good.
But I will see them suffer no longer.
Okay, good.
'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban with all his... Thus would I ask you, you who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes,
Okay.
I'm truly grateful.
Good.
Much of my dread for the coming...
I'm skipping through it because I want to get to the next. I'm one mission away. I should get poisoned. So I give her a phoenix down.
Your Grace! Her Grace. Poison. You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men.
Oh, this is not going well.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The
I was set up.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent... I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from them.
Most fortuitous, indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
Don't do it. Resist.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
What?
I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in Her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
I was framed.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Ul Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Wow.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
Man, this guy is a jerk.
Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Cateen allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be.
Oh, he's sad.
Animal. No!
Here's my remote control.
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say her grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Yes. Good. That's right. Sorry, dude. You had to split.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Oh, he's in trouble.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
He's angry.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Get off his arm.
Oh, Raban!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. And arrest this
Looks like they're gonna have a fight.
Ilbert, I hope you...
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war... You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, she took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
He's not gonna make it.
You die!
He has one arm. Here you go.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
No, he's gonna die! I do like how he cut that guy in half, because he was a jerk.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers.